Come get ready and spend a day with me for my 1-year anniversary. I woke up in the morning, I was looking a little rough, but we're going to change that. We're going to hop into the shower, nice and fresh. Everything shower felt so good. After that, we used Paixão, one of my favorite Brazilian body lotions, to feel even smoother. And then we're going to tackle the hair. We're going to use my favorite Brazilian conditioner, Scala, and put it all over, and then use a Strictly Curls mousse to go strip by strip, section by section, to finalize those curls. It took a while to get this done. But this is the final look. Doesn't look like much right now, but I like to let it air dry, and then it starts to kind of give a better shape to it. No glasses for the 1-year anniversary. We're going to put the contacts in before we start our skincare to get our makeup started. Now, I always like to start off with a Nua Daily Moisturizing Lotion, put it all over, and then I also use an emulsion as well to kind of lock everything in before I start my makeup. And then we're just going to roll out everything with a nice ice cold roller as well as a gua sha, just to smooth out everything so that we have a nice surface to start. And then I put the Laneige sleeping mask just to moisturize the lips while we get our makeup started. Starting with Estee Lauder Double Wear Makeup Foundation. It is my all-time favorite. This will last you the entire day. I tend to be oily, so this is a matte finish, and I absolutely love it. Using my beauty blender to blend everything out. I then just go in with 1 dot of the Tarte concealer as well under the eyes to brighten it, and finalize that with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Again, I don't like to bake, I just put a thin layer on top. Now we're going to contour with the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. Again, I love a powder contour just to sculpt the face. I'll then go in with my Estee Lauder blush. It's a rose gold color. It can be a little intense, so I use my beauty blender after with whatever leftover foundation I have just to blend it out. And then I'll go with a Too Faced, eyeshadow primer all over the lids. And today we're using a YSL palette for the eyeshadow. I'm using these different colors over here to kind of blend and mix to get the desired look that I want, which is like a soft glam. Quick pause for my husband to come and check on me. But I realized after that, once I used those colors, I needed a little bit more depth. So I used a Tarte palette that I have with a black color as well, just to add a little bit of depth to the shadow, which I absolutely loved the depth that it gave. Then I went in with my all-time favorite liquid eyeliner. This is the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. You can see the absolute precision you can have with this liner. I absolutely love it. For the brows, I use a Goof Proof Brow Liner by Benefit. Again, absolutely love it to kind of define the brows, that nice precision, making sure you have the right color as well, because you don't want your brows to look like they're markered on. And so I use that one. Pause again for my husband to show off his muscles. He's so silly. And then last step for the makeup is the Tarte Man Eater Mascara. I do not use false lashes because God blessed me with some long lashes. So this is my absolute favorite mascara to really define my lashes and make them nice and long, and to lock everything in a nice setting spray. In theme for the 1-year anniversary, I used the same earrings I used in my wedding. So this was the same jewelry that I used on my wedding day, which I loved. And obviously we can't forget the wedding band set as well. That's my jewelry. And then every once in a while, my husband asks me if I can just, fill in his brows for him. And obviously, as a good wife, I do that for him with as much love and care as possible. And this is the dress I chose for the day. In theme for the wedding, I also used the same shoes I used for my wedding day with the Louis bag that my wonderful husband gave me for my birthday last year. And that's the look for today. We then made our way to one of our favorite Portuguese bakeries for breakfast. We love this place and got some nice sumo, my favorite, as well as a tostamista. Again, love. Look at the cheese pull. Look at the cheese pull. Oh, it was so good. Started off the day at our church. The best place to start off on a Sunday. We love it there. It's our home. And obviously got to see my best friend. I love her so much. Love you, Adasa. And my girl too. She came back from Portugal. Tari, I love you. And then after church, we went to Touro. It's a Brazilian steakhouse for lunch. It was so nice. We usually don't go to such nice restaurants, and it was so nice to have that change to celebrate. The food was great, don't get me wrong, but the star of the show was the meat. Look at that meat. Oh my God. You can see the excitement and the happiness in my husband's face just when the meat comes to your table. It was so good. The meat was the star of the show. After we filled ourselves to the brim with as much meat as we wanted, we came home and took a fat nap.